Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you today? I hope you can hear me because I was having trouble with Clapper yesterday, and the last few times people couldn't hear me. So we're just gonna see what happens today because I emailed them and they got back to me last night, so that's good. So I told Clapper that the audio people weren't be able to getting into my show for some reason. So they got back to me and said apparently my live was okay, but um, maybe it is now. Good morning. Just setting up here. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. So we're just getting ready to wait for everybody to come into the room. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Everybody loves a bouncy ball, hey? Like, who wouldn't love that? Who wouldn't love that? There we go, just setting this up. So get a drink of water, get set up, and here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I know I was having trouble with Clapper yesterday and past several times. So if you can hear me, I'd appreciate if you could type something into the comments and let me know if you can hear me. Okay, good morning, YouTube. How you doing? Good morning. I gotta get all set up here. So I'm here. I'm getting used to all this new my new mic and everything. So please bear with me. So we were having a bit of a little bit of audio trouble on my other stream. So hopefully that's addressed. Hey, say hi if you can hear me. Yay! Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Okay, so as you can see, I'm bouncing, so you can't do that on a normal chair. If you are, you're incredibly gifted. So, say hello. Let me know where you're from. I'm near Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and today we're going to learn about laughter core. Okay, so laughter core is all about strengthening your core with breath and laughter, and we use laughter as a key to increasing our metabolic health and our mood. Okay, and we use it to strengthen our core as well. So if you are moving through depression or any kind of dis-ease in your body, chances are your cortisol is going to be high. So our goal every day, it's very important to decrease our cortisol. Okay. Sometimes you might even have to try a different exercise to decrease the cortisol response and allow your body to rise and fall from the cortisol. Right. If your cortisol remains high for a long period of time, you're setting up the stage for more disease in your body, right? And more inflammation. So if we've got inflammation, chances are we've got some cortisol happening too. So as a type 1 diabetic, I'm really concerned about cortisol and the effects on my body, right? Of course, insulin, because when my cortisol goes high, then just like you're going to get more insulin to help alleviate the stress from. So I just want to. I'm on a yoga ball. If you guys don't know what a yoga ball is, this is what a yoga ball is. There you go. So this is what I'm bouncing on. So this is what we're going to work with today. So this is a really, really great way to exercise your whole body just by holding it. Okay, just by holding the ball. Okay, you can really feel the stretch and like right now I feel it in my core, I feel it in my bottom, and I feel it in my shoulders. my back. It's a really, really great way. And all we're doing is just holding it. So it's a very, more of a relaxing way to get an exercise. Um, Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So if you have a yoga ball, you can go get your yoga ball. I'll wait for you. Okay? Go get your yoga ball. And you're gonna sit tall. So you might be on a chair right now, okay? Good morning. How are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good morning. Okay. So if you have a yoga ball, you can bounce your yoga ball, or you can just start moving your you can just stand. Can you hear me? You can stand and you can do a little bounce, right? Little bounce. Okay? Little bounce. Good morning. Can you say hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so if you want to, you can just start bouncing like this. And you're just engaging your quads, engaging your buttocks, engaging your core. There you go. And you can just even stand there, do a little squat, and just hold it. Okay? So in laughter core, what we do is we hold poses, and then we laugh. Okay? We breathe, we laugh, and we move. Very simple, very gentle exercise that you can do every day to help improve your mood and improve your fitness level too, right? It's very gentle. So often when our cortisol is high, like sometimes if you're doing an exercise that is too hard for your body, or at different states of your health, okay, you're going to be doing different exercises, okay? And your cortisol response will act differently according to your metabolic health at that time and according to the exercise that you're doing. I found this out really quite by accident. I was working out like for months, and I was wondering like why am I not losing weight around my belly? It was very confusing to me. So lifting weights, eating once or twice a day, I was sleeping well, and I'm like, you know what? And I discovered quite by accident, I started walking on my treadmill at the gym. I was walking on a treadmill. I'm like, okay, so this totally makes sense. So it dawned on me, I need to shift my exercise in order to lose the body fat, because my body was working on sugar, right? On sugar burning mode. It wasn't on fat burning mode, okay? So I needed to switch from sugar burning mode to fat burning mode, okay? Which is another reason why I like to eat butter, okay? Butter helps me sleep. Have some before bed. So I'm a type 1 diabetic. I have the butter before I go to bed and during the day, right? I do experiments, right? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So right now we're on a yoga ball. Okay, so I thought it'd be really fun. My friend gave me this yoga ball. I thought, well, this would be really fun. So if you have a yoga ball, get on your yoga ball and bounce. Hi, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I hope you can hear me. So I emailed Clapper yesterday. So I'm like, people are telling me they can't get into my live for some reason, right? And it's not loading. Anyway, so Clapper emailed me back and said apparently it's okay. I beg to differ, but that's okay. I guess if you say it's okay, it must be okay. But I did notice that people were coming before, and they'd stay and they'd say hello, and now it seems like they can't access. So if you can hear me, yeah, I don't think people can hear me because they're not responding. Normally people respond. So you'll see how this goes. But anyway, so when you're on a yoga ball, okay, put your hands on your hips, okay? So in laughter core, we can do laughter core in many ways, and this is one way we're doing it today is on a yoga ball. So if you have a yoga ball, go get your yoga ball and let's have fun. So right now, as I'm bouncing, I'm engaging my core, engaging my calves, and putting my shoulders back, okay? So breathing in, so I'd like you to practice a breath with me. During the class, we're going to be doing certain breath techniques, and you're going to hear different audio sounds, okay? The audio sound before we do a new exercise will be ah, 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 and then on the fourth ah, we're going to laugh it out. So, good morning, ah. So on purpose laughter. We don't use any jokes. We just laugh on purpose because it feels good. It's good for you. Okay? So let's practice one now. Good morning. Good morning. Say hello if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know if you can hear me because we've been having an issue here with Clapper for some reason. So if you say hello, then I know that you can hear me. So breathing in. Okay, so just to practice breathing in, put your hand on your heart center, one hand on your belly, and then like just puff your belly out. Okay, breathe in and exhale. And on the third exhale, we're gonna laugh it out. Okay, so we don't use any jokes in laughter core. We laugh on purpose for the health of it. Why do we have to wait for a joke to laugh? Really? Sometimes we could wait for a long time to hear a joke, right? Okay, so let's breathe in. And we exhale with a laugh. Hand on your belly, hand on your heart center. Good morning. Say hello. Let us know where you're from. Hands on your heart, hands on your belly, and give yourself some laughter love. One, ah, 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 ah. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Okay, so I'm on a yoga ball. So today I thought it'd be fun to do laughter core on a yoga ball. Okay, so what I want you to do is just if you've got a yoga ball, that's great. If you don't have a yoga ball, I just want you to you can just start by just bounce, just slow and gentle movements, just a little squat. Very gentle little squat. We don't have to get too crazy with the squats, just a little bit of a bend. I mean, if you want to go down further, go ahead. If you want to, you can go down further. If you want to. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see if everybody can hear me now. Okay. So, when you're on a yoga ball, there's so much opportunity to increase your core strength and your whole body, really. It's really quite an amazing tool. It's really quite an amazing tool. Okay? So I want you to breathe in. So this is my first time working laughter core on the ball. It was always my intention to do this, but I'm doing it now. So thank you for joining. This is the pilot project. Okay, so just breathe in and I want you to let it out with a laugh. This is very childlike. Like, what comes to your mind when you see, like, me bouncing? Like, I think of a little baby in one of those little bouncy things, and they're so cute and they're so joyful and they just love to bounce. Well, the intention with this is to get back into that childlike playfulness and bounce, just like you would have been when you were a little baby. You know, I don't know what they call a jolly jumper. So this is your little jolly yoga ball. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. So you're raising your energy, and while you're doing this, you're actually strengthening your bottom and your quads. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Bouncing up and down. There you go. So you're increasing your core strength. Putting your hands on your hips, increasing your core strength. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Bouncing up and down. Okay, so now you can try just lifting one heel at a time. So right now, what you're doing is you're balancing yourself. Okay? Good morning. Say hello. Say hello. You can lifting one heel at a time. I'm on a yoga ball. So right now my body is really working hard. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it. Okay? So lifting one heel. 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 There you go. So right now I'd like you to just really focus on what parts of the body do you feel being activated. So if you're on a chair, so if you're on a chair, so if you can go to the edge of the chair, go to the edge of the chair. Now I just want you to lift one calf. Okay, so you're lifting your heels. So this movement is really, really good if you've got swollen calves, swollen feet, okay? You really want to get that circulation going. So heel up, alternating heels, and squeeze that calf. Squeeze your calf. There you go. Good morning. Squeezing the calf as you lift up. So it's a really good warm up. Getting that circulation in the morning, well, every day. I mean, you could do this. This is a great exercise to do at your desk. Lifting your heel. There you go. There you go. Welcome. So right now, even as I'm doing this, I mean, you can even do this action too with your arms. This is great. This is right now where I'm activating my shoulders, okay? And it feels really good. Stretching out the wrists, because some of you are at a computer all the time, right? So it's good to get your wrists in motion. So lifting your foot, lifting your heel, lifting your heel, lifting your heel. Very good. Okay, now I want you to extend your feet out just a little bit more. And then I want you to lift now you're going the other direction, okay? So this is your feet, just lifting your feet up. So the pads of your feet are coming up. Stretching your calves. Stretching your calves. Okay, so now as we do these exercises, I want you to introduce something called the laughter core. So laughter core is when we laugh on purpose, okay? So now when we're doing any of these movements, I want you to always focus on strengthening your core, engaging your core, engaging as many parts of your body as you can while we do this, and then notice, okay? So in laughter core, we hold and we laugh, okay? So we hold a pose and we laugh. And the audio cue is ah, 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 ah. Very good. Very good. Moving side to side. So this is a really great exercise that you can work with people who have, maybe they have less mobility, and maybe the only thing they can do at this time is sit in a chair. So it's a very, very good exercise to be able to work with them, maybe with seniors or maybe with less mobility at that time in their life. Or maybe they have permanent disabilities, right, where they can't stand. So this is a good exercise to do with folks with limited mobility, okay? Okay, so now I'd just like you to put your hand on your chest, hand on your belly, breathe it in. So when you breathe in, I want your belly to get big. And exhale, sinking your belly button into your spine. Breathing in. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Rolling your shoulders back. Good morning. To the front. So now I'd like you to just lift one leg up. Okay? Placing your hands on the chair. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I want you to just hands on the chair to support yourself, sitting up tall, and just bring your foot up as much as you can and hold it. Okay, so laugh and hold. So we're gonna breathe in and let it out with a laugh. Ah. Very good. Very good. Okay, so we're really, really extending our laughter and extending our poses. So we really get a good stretch and we get a good workout of that muscle. So we're gonna lift that same leg again, holding the chair, back is straight, and we're gonna go ah. So raise it up again, ah, ah, and on the fourth we're gonna laugh it out, ah. And gently putting it down, very good, okay? So now we're gonna lift the other leg, extend it out as high as you can. Spine is straight. Spine is straight. And you're going to breathe in. We're going to go ah, 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 and let it out with a laugh. Ah. Engaging your core. Engaging your core. Ah. And listen to your body. If your body says to stop and let it down, then just let it down. So work at your own pace. Okay? So now we're going to do it. We're going to lift your leg up. 1, 2, ah, 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 ah. Let it out with a laugh. Ah. And let it down slowly. And like just bend at the waist. Bend at the waist. Curving your back. Stretching your spine like a cat. And moving up. And back down. If you're dizzy, stop or slow down. Stop, readjust, and bending at the hips, okay? Stretching your hips. Slow movements. Slow movements. Very good. Very good. Okay? So now I want you to hold the sides of your chair. Okay? Now I want you to bend your leg. Okay? This will be a little bit easier than extending the leg. Okay? So bend the leg and just lift up your leg, lift up your knee, breathe, and we go ah, 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 and let it out with a laugh, ah. And very good. Gently put your knee down and bring up your other knee. supporting yourself on the chair, bringing up your other knee slowly, and we're gonna go ah, ah, and let it out with a laugh. Ah, engaging your core, letting it out with a laugh. Ah. Engaging your core. Very good. Okay. Bending at the waist. Bending at the waist. Stretching out your spine. So I want you to know, now we're going to lift your knee up. On the fourth lift, we're going to let it out with a laugh. Okay, so we're going to go, ah, engaging your core, spine is straight, holding the chair to support yourself. We're going to go, ah, ah, bringing the knee up, ah, and on this time we're going to let it out with a laugh. Okay, engaging your core with a laugh, ah. Very good, and letting it down slowly. And remember, there's no pain or dizziness. If you feel pain or dizziness, just stop and readjust and join in when you feel comfortable enough to do so. If not, just watch. Okay? So now I want you to bring out your hands out in front of you. Okay? Holding the pose. Holding the pose. Just holding poses like this is very good for you. You're going to still build muscle, tone your muscles, and get stronger. Okay? We don't necessarily need to have any weights. Okay? I mean, if you want to get really pumped, then sure. But no, we don't necessarily have to have our weights. So we're going to go with one hand. We're going to go ah, 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 engaging your core, engaging your bottom. And we're going to let it out with a laugh on this one. Ah. Engaging your core, lengthening your spine. It's a really good stretch too. Ah. And bringing that arm down. There we go. And we're going to bring the other one up 4 times. Ah, ah, ah. And let it out with a laugh. Ah. Engaging your core, engaging your bottom, and hold. This is a really great stretch and a great way to strengthen your arms and your shoulders and your whole core. And it's just a very easy movement. Okay? So this is great for seniors, great for people with less mobility. Great for yourself. Maybe you can't move in this moment. Maybe you're in a wheelchair at this point, and you're trying to strengthen your body. Okay, so these are really good ways that you can help maintain your strength in your core. Okay, so I want you to just stand up. Okay, and hands out in front of you, bending your knees just a little. Okay, bending your knees. Back up to the chair. Back up to the chair, and then I just want you to slowly sit down, okay? Slowly sit down. Slowly sit down. Okay? Now slowly get up, and I want you to say, ah, 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 ah. Hold it. Hold it with laughter. Ah, so I want you to engage your core, engage your bottom, engage your thighs, your quads, and your core, and let it out with the laughter. Right now, see, what muscles are you engaging right now just by doing this simple movement? Ah. And we're going to slowly sit down. Slowly back up to the chair. Make sure you're right there at the chair. You can support yourself as you go down, or you can put your hands out for it to make it more difficult. Very good. So just moving your hands to the side now and see how this feels. Just hold it. Okay? Just want you to twist your arms. Okay? Twist your arms. And then we're going to go, so our arms are going like this. Okay? Your hands are going like that. Okay? Your hands are going like that. Okay? So we're going to go So and stand up with the left. Bending at the waist. Bending at the waist, engaging your core, engaging your buttocks. Bending at the waist, bending at the waist. Engaging your core. Back is straight. Your back is straight. Fly like a bird. Very good. Okay, so laughter core, we hold it and we laugh. Okay, hold it and laugh. Okay, so I just want you to bend your knees just a little. Good morning. Bend your knees just a little, strengthening your core, your core, engaging your core, engaging your buttocks. Okay, so just put your hands like this. Okay, hands like this, and I want you to engage your biceps. Okay, engage your biceps. We're gonna go and making sure you have a strong arm, okay? On the fourth we're gonna laugh it out, okay? So right now, all of my body is engaged. Everything. My feet, my calves, my quads, my buttocks, everything. Shoulders, everything. So I want you to go, strong arm, on the fourth one, we're going to let it out with the left. One more time. Strong arm, hold it. Strong arm. Hold it and laugh. Strong arm. Strong arm. Okay. Strong arm. Show me your muscles, okay? Strong arm. Okay, so now I just want you to twist, just gently twist. Okay? As you twist, you're gonna bring this knee forward. You're gonna turn this. You're gonna turn it. Okay? So it looks like this. Turn the whole leg. Okay? Turning the whole leg. So picking up your foot, you're going to go just as a twist. Letting go any tension in your hips. You can get up and do this from your desk anytime, okay? We're going to go, engaging your core, engaging your buttocks, and on the fourth, laugh it out, and hold, Very good, back to center, and we're going to do the other side. We're going to go, and let it with a laugh and hold. Strong arms, strong shoulders, strong core, strong buttocks. And there we go, side to side. Side to side. Side to side. Great brain exercise, okay? side to side. Very gentle, very gentle. Focusing on your breath. Okay, now we're going to go ah, engaging the core, and you're on your tippy. Ah, on your tippy toes. This foot is on your tippy. Ah, tippy. Ah, ah, and let it up with the laugh. Ah. Engaging your core, engaging your core. Ah, 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 and on this side, ah. Engaging your core, straight spine. Ah. Holding the pose, feeling where you're engaging all of your muscles in your body. Ah, 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 ah. Very good. Very good. Side to side. Side to side. Bringing it up, tapping your toe. Very gentle. Very gentle. Going back. Very good. And to the front. Moving your body, starting our day in a positive direction. So increasing the circulation in your toes. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I'm really concerned with keeping the circulation going in my toes, especially my whole body. So I'm going on my tippies, right? Tippy, tippy toes, tippy, tippy. And hold. Hold, hold, feeling, engage your core, engage your buttocks. Hold, strengthen your calf. Okay, marching it out. And if you do a tippy tap. So this is what my feet are doing. Okay, my feet are going like this. Tap, tap, tap. If you're a diabetic, or if you've got swelling in the legs, I need you to do this. Get that circulation going in your toes. And we're going to go ah, 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 and both hands, let it out with a laugh. Ah. Very good. Okay, now I want you to put your chair. Okay, put your hands on the chair. Okay. Put your hands on the chair. Stabilize yourself. Okay, and I just want you to lift one leg, okay? So this, we're gonna go, remember we're going ah, ah, and let it out with the laugh. Okay, so we'll go ah, 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 and one more. We'll let it out with the laugh. Ah. Very good. You can hold it for longer if you want. Okay, so other leg, going to the other leg. Will the boat keeps coming back. Okay, and we'll go. It just keeps coming back. Like, okay, there's the chair drop. Okay, so take the other foot. I'm gonna go. Ah, 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 and last time let it out with a laugh. Ah. Holding that pose, feeling the stretch, feeling the muscles in your core, feeling the muscles in your buttocks, back of your legs, your thighs, and your calves. Holding the pose, right? Holding the pose. Letting it out with a laugh. And putting your foot to the ground. Okay, so you can stand on your tippy toes. Okay? Now I just want you to just lift up and down. So your feet are going like this. Going up on your tippy toes. Okay, this is going to be really good for strengthening your calves and also getting the circulation going in your feet and your toes. Okay, so I'm type 1 diabetic, so I really like to make sure that I'm getting circulation in my body. Okay. Okay, so bending on the chair, supporting yourself on the chair. Okay, and going up on your toes. Up on your toes. One. Okay, so we're going to go ah, ah, ah. And on the last time, you're going to let it out with a laugh. Stretch back. And let it out with a laugh. Ah. Engaging your buttocks. Engaging your back. Shoulders, your arms, and your belly. Okay, letting it out with a laugh. Squeezing. You're on your tippy toes. Squeeze, 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 and let it out with a laugh. Keeping your spine and your neck straight. I'm looking at the camera, but okay. Holding the pose. Holding the pose. Okay, so now, if you want, stretch your calves. Stretch your calves. So your heels are to the ground. Stretching your calves. You can bend your knees just a little. Bend your knees just a little. Okay, now walking up to the chair. Now I just want you to gently bend down. You're doing like a push-up on the chair, okay? And I want you to go, ah, remember the sound, ah, gently rolling yourself, all the way up, ah, and down, let it out with a laugh, ah. And hold it at this spot. So when your arm becomes perpendicular, hold it at a spot that feels comfortable for you, okay? And let it out with a laugh, ah. back, your shoulders, the back of your arms, forearms. Engage and let out with the back. 10, 9, 8, hold it, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Very good. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of a cool down. Thank you so much for joining. A little bit of a cool down and some stretching. So we just worked out our whole body just by doing very simple, slow movements, okay, with breath and laughter, okay? So I imagine that your body would be like, we're stressing our body, but we're also laughing, so it'll be less of a cortisol response. Like I told you earlier, when I was, like a few weeks ago, I for several months I was working out really hard and sleeping pretty good and eating once or twice a day, and I was still not losing this belly fat that I had gained over the summer, right? And so I thought I'd switch it up, and I started swimming and I started walking instead. And then I noticed that my body needed less insulin. But maybe at a different time in my metabolic health, I'll go back to the weightlifting to see if my body shifted, because that can change, right? Maybe my body just didn't need the weights at that time. So maybe my body just shifted to a different state of health. So perhaps when I do my weights later, maybe I won't be needing as much insulin. We'll see. Good morning. Okay. So breathing in. So put your one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Good morning. Inhale. And exhale, sinking your belly button into your spine. Breathing in. Belly gets big. And exhale. Taking time every day to honor your body and with breath, and relaxation is so important. Breathing in. And exhale. Relaxing your shoulders. And exhale. And doing a body scan, place your attention to the bottom of your feet. Placing your hands on your knees. You can go like this, you can go like this. One hand up, whichever way feels good for you. Both hands up, both hands down, whatever feels good for you. Feet flat on the ground. And placing your attention on the bottom of your feet and relaxing the bottom of your feet. The top of your feet. Relax. Your calves. Relax. Your knees. Relax. Your quads. Relax. Your bottom. Relax. Your belly. Relax. Your chest. Relax. shoulders, relax. Your neck, relax. Relaxing your arms, your forearms, and your hands. Relaxing your ears. Relaxing your forehead. Relaxing the top of your head. Relaxing your eyes and your mouth. Relaxing your chin and your cheeks. There we go. So I'd like you to put your hands in prayer pose, and then interlock your fingers and stretch your palms out. And reaching up to the sky, strengthening your spine. And bending, keeping your spine straight. Your neck is straight with your spine, and just bending at the waist. Inhaling up to center and bending to the other side. Spine is straight. Inhale up to center, hands up to the sky, and exhaling to the other side. Inhale up to center, and I'd like you to bring your hands down and gently bend forward at the waist. Stretching your back. Going down as far as comfortable for you. If you feel pain, just stop and adjust to a level where it meets your need. Curving your back like a cat. Coming up, back up to center slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Back up to center, bringing your shoulders down and stretch it out. And slowly back to center. Thank you very much for joining. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm here Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 a.m. MST. God bless you. Thank you very much for joining.